Good morning, students. So we have started this chapter 4, reflection of light, and in this chapter we have covered few contents, like we have covered reflection, then its definition and examples. Then lastly we have covered the terms that are related to reflection. So these were the terms that we have discussed: normal, plane, point of incidence, angle of incidence, and angle of reflection. So today we will cover the other contents, like we will cover law of reflection, then we will cover the plane mirror, then virtual and real images, then literal inversion, and then in the end we will discuss the uses and speed of light. So let's start the discussion. So first of all, let's see the laws of reflection. So the very first law of reflection says that whenever the incident ray strike the surface of the mirror about the normal, the angle which is made is always equal to angle of incidence. That is, angle of reflection is always equal to the angle of incidence. This dotted line here shows in the figure a virtual normal about which we are taking a incident ray, and whatever this angle made by incident ray, same angle will be made by the reflected ray when it bounces back from the surface. Then second law is the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal, they all lie in the same plane like this. So this is one of the plane. So these all the rays, these all the three things, that is incident ray, normal, and reflected ray, they all fall on the same flat surface. Now what happens when the light incident on the surface and is normal to the surface? So whenever ray of light falls normally on the surface of the mirror, then angle of incidence and angle of reflection for such a ray of light will be 0. That means the ray of light will reflect it back along the same path. You can see in this figure, when the incident ray is normal to the surface, in that case the reflected ray retraces the path of the incident ray. So in this case what happens, the angle is 0 degree along with the normal, so same angle will be made by the reflected ray along the normal. Now let's discuss the speed of light. We all know about the light. So light covers a distance of 299,792,458 meters in 1 second in vacuum or air. So speed of light in air is approximately 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. But what happens when the light enters the other medium? For example, when the lights enter in the glass, so in that case the speed of light decreases as it enters into the glass. So now we will discuss about the mirrors. So what is a mirror? You all must have seen the mirrors in your home also. So what is a mirror? A mirror is a smooth and highly polished surface. So you must have seen the glass in your house that is fixed on the window, but that is not called as a mirror because it is a transparent medium. But in case of the mirror, one surface of the mirror is smooth and highly polished, and it is made opaque by silvering followed by thin coating of red oxide in order to protect the silvering. For example, in this case you can see a mirror is there. So whenever you place an object in front of the mirror, image you can easily see in the mirror which is exactly of the same shape and size that of an object. So let's discuss few characteristics of ideal mirror. It should not absorb light. Whenever the mirror is there, all the light that falls on the surface of the mirror should get reflected back. That is, it should not absorb any part of the light. Second is, there should be little or no transmission of light. So if there is the maximum transmission of the light, for example in case of the glasses, then the image cannot be formed properly. So in case of the mirror, there should be very little or no transmission of the light. And since if these two properties get followed, we will get the maximum reflection. So whenever you have the ideal mirror, it will give you the maximum reflection. That means clear and erect image of an object which is placed in front of the mirror of the same shape and size. Now there are two types of mirror. One is the plain mirror that you are usually using at your home at the dressing table. Then you must have seen in the barber's shop that kind of mirror. And second one is the spherical mirror, like this type of mirror, like the mirror which is fixed in the rear view of the car. Then you must have seen these type of mirrors. These type of mirrors are used previously as the vigilant mirrors in the shops also. So there are two types of mirror. First one is plain mirror and second one is spherical mirror. So we will discuss only about the plain mirror. So first of all, what is plain mirror? It is a smooth and highly polished plane reflecting surface. So whenever reflecting surface is spherical in shape, in that case it is known as the spherical mirror. And when the reflecting surface is a plane reflecting surface, it is called as plain mirror. For example, this is a plain mirror. You can see here an object has been placed and the light originating from the object incident at a point on the mirror. After getting incident on the mirror, it forms an angle of I with the normal, and when it reflected back, it forms an angle of R, that is angle of reflection, with the normal. So this is how the reflection in case of the plane mirror takes place. Next is image formation in a plane mirror. So you can easily see when suppose a lighted candle is placed in front of the mirror. So what happens? The image that is formed in the mirror is exactly same as that of the candle. That is, the light rays coming from every part of candle gets reflected from the surface of the mirror and that reach our eyes, which makes the image of the candle visible to us. Now suppose if you place a screen behind the mirror, then there will be no image formation on the screen. It means that image formed by the plane mirror is virtual. That is, whatever image has been formed, that image is formed in front of the mirror. Like in this case, you can see the image, whatever image is formed, it is formed in front of the mirror, and when you place a screen behind the mirror, there will be no image. That means the image formed is virtual. Now let's see. So there are two types of images, real image and virtual image. So first of all, we will discuss about the real image. So image that can be obtained on the screen is called real image. For example, the image formed by the projector on the wall. So whenever you visit the cinema hall, whatever movie has been playing, that image which is formed in the cinema hall is known as the real image. That is, if you leave that cinema hall immediately, then that image will be there and it will not leave the screen. So in that case, that kind of image is known as the real image. Next type of image is virtual image. So the image that cannot be obtained on the screen is called the virtual image. For example, whatever the image is formed by a plane mirror, that image is known as the virtual image. That is, suppose you are standing in front of the mirror, then you can see your clear and visible image of same shape and size. But as you go away from the mirror, your image gets disappear because it never get obtained on the mirror. So that type of image is known as the virtual image. So there are few distinctions between real image and virtual image. Real image can be defined as the image produced by the reflection or refraction when the light rays arising from the point converge at a specific point. That is, they actually intersect at a point. Therefore, they can be captured on the screen. Whereas the virtual image refers to the image which, when it is produced by the light rays, which are originating from the object only, and they only appear to strike at a certain point. That is, in case of real image, there is the actual intersection of the incident rays, but in case of the virtual image, there is a imaginary intersection of the rays of light. So real images are always inverted. Inverted means it will form below the principal axis, that is, it will form in the bottom direction, whereas virtual images are erect. So whenever you see yourself in the mirror, your head is always in the same direction as you are watching into the mirror. So example of real image, as we have discussed, image formed by the projector on the screen, and in case of the virtual image, the image formed by the plane mirror. So next topic in discussion is the lateral inversion. So you must have studied this topic previously also. Lateral inversion is a phenomena due to which right side of an object appears to be left in its image in reflecting medium, and vice versa. For example, you can see a letter P whose image is you can see in the mirror. So you can easily see that this right side is now appear to be in the left hand side of the mirror. So this phenomena is known as lateral inversion, and this phenomena is very useful. So it is used, it is one of the most useful application of lateral inversion is in case of the ambulance. So you must have seen in ambulance, the ambulance word is written like this. Why it is written like this? Because suppose the ambulance is coming from the behind, a driver is moving in front of the ambulance. So as it sees this image in its rear view mirror, so the driver will see the image of ambulance like this, that is completely laterally inverted. So this inverted image now can be seen properly as ambulance. So driver can easily make out that ambulance is actually coming at the back, and it quickly move away and give the way to the ambulance. So now we will discuss few characteristics of the image formation by a plane mirror. It always forms an erect image, that is, it is always above the principal axis. Then the image is always virtual, that is, no image is formed behind the mirror. Then whatever is the size of the image, it is always same as that of an object. Image is formed at the same distance behind the mirror as the object stands in front of it. That is, the distance between the object and the mirror is always equals to the distance between the image and the mirror. And the last one is the image formed is literally inverted image. That is, right hand side of an object seems to be the left hand side and vice versa. For example, you can see in this figure, whatever the image of this boy is there, it is exactly same as that of the boy. And you can see here this 5 which is written here, now it is laterally inverted in case of the image. Then the distance between the boy and the mirror is exactly equal to the distance between the mirror and the image. So these are the few characteristics, and erect means the boy is looking straight like this. Similarly, its image is also in the same direction, that is erect. Then right hand side seems to be at left hand side due to the lateral inversion phenomena. So let's discuss the few uses of plane mirror. They are used on stage or in shops to create illusions. They are used as a looking glass in dressing table mirrors. They are used in solar heating devices also, like solar cooker and solar heater. In that also mirrors are used as the reflectors. They are used in barber's shop, and also a very important use of this plane mirror is for making the instruments like periscopes is there and kaleidoscopes is there. So here you can see the illusion has been formed by the placing the mirrors in the different manner. Then it can be used, it is used in the dressing table mirror. Then in the barber shop, this plane mirror is used so that you can see your image exactly the same as you are sitting on the chair. Then, as I have said, kaleidoscope. So kaleidoscope is used to make the various types of patterns that you must have known. Colorful patterns you can make by placing the mirrors in the triangular form inside a kaleidoscope. Then a very fantastic use of the plane mirror is the periscope, which is used in case of the submarine. A person can see an object which is placed at a certain height with the use of the plane mirror. How? By placing the plane mirrors at an angle of 45 degree in this direction, and by placing an object, placing one more mirror at an angle of 45 degree at this point. So by placing two mirrors in this position, a person can see an object which is placed at a certain height by using the periscopes. So this is the end of this chapter, reflection of light. Go through the video and ask if any doubt is there. Thank you.